Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And as you can see on the screen, we got this dude, Anton Daniels, I believe his name is. He's one of these, he's on one of those economic, building economy, red pill podcast type dude. I believe this is his podcast. And I had a chance to look at this video, and what's going on is you got a lot of these scoffers that have no understanding, that are ignorant, according to what they think about the Bible, about the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody has a problem with the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody can sit back on their podcast or wherever they are, make a video, right, and just basically bear false witness, because that's what this nigga right here was doing. Yeah, it's all good, the black woman, and how women are in this society, and that's all good. Stick with that, man. You should stick with that. Stick with what you know. Because when you open your mouth against the prophets and the servants that preach the Bible, you have no understanding, man. You're sitting up here with a hat that says God loves all. It doesn't even say that in the scripture, man. Right? I'm not going to give it away, but we're just going to go through this. Oh, man. We're just going to go through this as best we can, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This ain't that long. It's actually 9 minutes and some change. But before I play it, I want to get this scripture. This is Proverbs 15:2. It says, "The tongue of the wise useth knowledge." Right? The tongue of the wise useth knowledge, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. Right? And that's what this dude is going to pretty much utter out of his mouth. Foolishness. Right? It says, let's get Sirach. Let's go to Sirach. Let's see if that's what I want. Sirach, chapter 28. All right. Sirach, chapter 28, and verse, let me see if I'm going to go here. All right, you know what? I'm going to leave that one. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one. But I want to read that again. This is Proverbs 15:2. The tongue of the wise useth not knowledge aright. So a wise man, what he speaks is going to be with wisdom and knowledge. It says, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. And this is what you're going to hear come out of this dude's mouth. Foolishness, man. So without any further ado, let's play it. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, let me edify. Shalom.
Answer to Clive Davis. I don't answer to 50. I don't answer to Jay. I don't answer to none of these motherfuckers. I don't answer to the Illuminati. I answer to God. It's only me and God. And when I jump on these live streams, the first thing that I do is I get on my knees and I say, hey, God, tell me what it is that I need to say in order to be exactly what you want me to be, so I can give the people what they need in order to be successful. And whether they take it or not, that's on them. And
so what is successful, man? Because these dudes would feel like if you have money, you're successful, right? If you have the wisdom and knowledge of this world, you are successful, which you're lost. Because what did the Lord say? This is Micah, right? If the Lord wanted us to if we was a supposed to be of something of this world, we would have been that, man. What this dude does not understand with his big ass glasses is that we are under curses, right? He has these glasses on so that way he can see, but yet he's still blind, man. Right? We're under curses. If you read the curses, you would understand that we are not going to prosper here. We're not going to prosper here. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This ain't our rest, man. We're not gonna become rich and successful as a nation here and have our own land and our own communities and things of that sort. No, you under the devil, nigga. You're under the devil. Right? So it makes no sense. Now, we're not saying don't go out and make your money, because you still gotta, go about your day-to-day, taking care of your family, this and that. But to put forth everything to being successful in this dude's eyes and what he would call successful, hey, you out of your damn mind. You're going to lose, man. Right? And he said, oh, I get on my knees and I pray to God and tell him what he need me to be, so that way I can, I can tell the people what they need to know in order to be successful. Right? This is Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Bear with me. This is 1 Corinthians 3:19. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. So all you're going to do is give them the wisdom of this world in order to make money, to quote unquote be successful. But the Lord said what? For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, man. Right? So, hey, we don't want your wisdom that's according to this world, man. Right? And as you can see the title up here, y'all following Umar Johnson, Black Hebrew Israelites. Why the hell do people keep saying Black Hebrew Israelites? That's another thing with the people of America, Babylon the Great. They're very deaf and hard of hearing, man. We've told you many times over, we're not called Black Hebrew Israelites, man. And he will call himself a black man. Do you not know that black is a derogatory term, man? It means filthy, disgusting, void of light. And you are black because you are void of light, man. You have no understanding. Stick with what you know, man.
My goal is to give you the information. And as I go through it, even when I'm going through it financially, even when I'm going through it and building businesses, what I learn as far as my lifestyle and the things that I go through, and the reason why I document my life is so that I can basically give you the blueprint of what success is supposed to be, so we can remove the excuses and you can stop begging other people for reparations. So you can stop begging everybody for information.
The Israelites don't beg for reparations. We believe our reparations gonna come in bloodshed, man. But you could tell this dude, he don't want that. He want to stay here, man. He want to stay here. Right?
That's already right there in front of your face. It's right there. It's plain. Made it plain. Also, you're going to know them by their fruits. And so why you not putting it together and saying, wait a minute. Why is all of these motherfuckers following Derek? Because the path to righteousness is narrow. But hell enlargeth itself.
And what's that hell that's enlargeth itself, man? Huh? What is that? Let's play it back so you can understand what he said. Because This nigga is quoting the Bible and he doesn't understand what he's talking about, man. Right? He would say, hell is not. He wouldn't say hell is a condition, man. Right? He would say hell is a place under the earth that you burn for eternity, man. Right? Let's get it. It says Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressive by wine. Who's the he? Right? Salakia. Real. Salakia. 1 second. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressive by wine. Who's the he? Esau Edom, the devil, the wicked. He is a proud man, neither a keepeth at home. Right? He's neither a keepeth at home, meaning like he's going to spread his wine throughout the earth. Right? And with that wine is gonna come what? Who enlargeth his desires as hell? Who's gonna completely destroy the earth? Who's gonna have everybody under his subjection? And you can only go as far as he wants you to when you're dealing in his world. Like he said in the beginning, he said, I don't answer to Anton, I don't answer to Clive Davis or Jay-Z or no, who answers to them? What are you talking about, man? Right? It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people, man. Right? And he will be one of the people because he wants to be just like the so-called white man, man. He wants to have the big houses and the nice cars, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I read earlier, that this is not your rest. Right? The Lord said, this is not our rest. Right? Why? Let's get it again. Micah 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, meaning the rest of the Israelites. You're not going to have any peace here. You're not going to have rest here. As in the curses, it say, your foot shall have no rest, but you will be under these nations that will give you no rest. Right? It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This kingdom is polluted. But as long as you niggas have money, you feel like you can make it. You got a chance. Right? It says, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And this dude is talking about economics and being successful, and he got that get rich or die trying spirit on him. Right? Let's continue.
Because the path to righteousness is narrow.
And what's that path to righteousness? The words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. There's truth. That's how you get in the path of righteousness. Right? You seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua and you do what's according in the Bible, man. You do what he told you to do. That's the narrow gate. Right?
The hell enlargeth itself. I don't even want what everybody else wants. I don't even want what everybody else wants. You know why? Think about this. Think about it. Put it together. Listen here with your heart. Listen with your heart. Don't you know the people that got the biggest platforms and the most subscribers is the brokest? And I'm not even talking about just financially. The most
recordings just
Salakia
got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
famous people are broke. Antonio Brown got more fucking followers. He probably got 300 times the followers, 3,000 times the followers that I got, but he ain't got a 2 dimes, 2 nickels to rub together. It's not about
See, it's all about money with this dude. It's all about money with these niggas, man. Everything is money, but not knowing that Yahweh Ba Shem Yahushua about to take your money. Your money about to be worth nothing, man. All these jakes are going to be sad in that day. They're going to be crying out because what? They scoffed, right? They was rebellious. They made fun of the prophets and the servants. So they got hell to pay, man. And they got torments and perils coming to them.
how much you get and how many followers you have. It's about how blessed you are and what you can keep. And my blessings don't come from the people, it comes from God. And so I'm all
What God? What God? What's his name? If thou canst tell, what is his son's name? You would say Jesus Christ, right? That's what you would say. Jesus Christ. God.
always going to be obedient to what I'm supposed to do. And you can't even listen long enough to pay attention in order to get what you need in order to be successful. So you challenge yourself. You need to challenge yourself to pay attention to the people that you listen. I'm not even telling you don't follow them. I'm not even telling you don't rock with them. I think that it's some people that's incredibly entertaining, and I love to see them crash out, or I love to see their message, or I think that they orate really well, and it's something that I can learn from them fundamentally. Maybe I don't take their advice, but I look at the way that they communicate, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty incredible, right?
So wait, you listen to him, it makes sense. You can learn something, but you really don't listen. Like, what is this dude talking about, man? Why wouldn't you listen? If they make sense, if something they said is something that you never heard before and it makes sense, why wouldn't you listen? Huh? Why wouldn't you listen? Because Jake is very proud, man. Jake is very proud. But this dude is, Salakia. Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Look at something real quick. This is James 1 in verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And that's what this dude is, man. He's double-minded. Right? He says something that he should do, but he doesn't do it. But I don't understand how, like I just broke down, he come past the Israelites. He like what they say. What they saying makes sense, but he really don't listen, but fundamentally he can learn something. Proud as Jakes, man.
I can learn anything from anybody. I can learn anything from the devil. Know the Bible back and forth. The devil know the Bible better than you do. There's some of the saints. That's why he's so easily able.
Then some of the saints. Who are the saints? I want to know if you know that. If you come across this video, Anton, who are the saints in the Bible? And who's the devil? Right? Who's the wicked? Who's the devil? Who's Satan according to the Bible? Because like you said, the devil know the Bible, right? And we know that slavery, we was given the scriptures, but what? We was given a Bible that wasn't finished. Meaning like they took things out. They gave us things that we should read and nothing else. That's why they didn't want us to read. But if you know Nat Turner, if you ever heard of Nat Turner, when he picked up the Bible and actually read it and got the understanding from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he went crazy And that's where the revolt came in. Why? Why was that? But niggas like you just gonna sit back and talk about money and economics. Like I said, man, stick to what you know.
Able to beguile you because he's able to use the information against you that you don't really understand.
And what do you mean? We understand it now. We know who we are. We know who our enemies are. We understand that 2/3 of you niggas gonna perish here because you rebellious, hard-headed and stiff-necked. Right? We understand why we are in these conditions. Why are we catching so much hell in Babylon, America? We understand these now. We understand the secrets, man. We know the secrets now. Right? And that's what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the one who you ignorantly call God.
I'll listen to him and I put him on my calendar and I go and check out Derrick Jackson. Like, interesting. Look at the devil working. And I look at Umar Johnson, and every day, y'all hair get nappier.
Healthy habits never tasted this
Lucky,
good.
man. He's
Doses obsessed with your liver and for
because you power to the people. You stink more because you want to be natural. Your hairline get more crooked. Your teeth get dirtier. Have y'all ever seen some of these Hebrew Israelites? Man, listen, man, I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. I'm just going to keep it real. Have y'all ever seen some of these Hebrew Israelites? When I drive down the...
For one, nobody's talking but you. You saying I don't give a what y'all talking about. The only one talking is you. You're not conversating with somebody.
Street, right? And I jump in a Porsche. let me stop.
Look. So he had to mention he has a Porsche. Who gives a shit? You still a slave here, nigga. You still a slave here. And guess what? You don't pay the insurance on that car, they're gonna take it. Right? And if you got a house, if you don't pay property tax on that house, they're gonna take it. Which shows you don't own nothing here, Negro. Nothing. So you can talk about the Porsche you have, and we don't care about that, man. We don't give a damn about none of that, man.
For a minute. And I jump and I drive down the street. And I put on some of the worst things for me. So I'm always listening to the most ratchet music sometimes. And I either throw on some Larry June or some Peasy, or I might throw on a little bit of Nipsey Hussle. I might even throw on some Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And I'm riding down the street. And I look at these motherfuckers and they got on their fringes, right? They fringes be at the bottom of their dashikis or whatever the hell you call it.
How did you know they were fringes? Right? Show you that these dudes, they read the Bible, or they've heard something from the Bible that now they know what it is. But yet what they'll do, they'll come back, make a video and scoff. Right? And the Lord said that this would happen. Right? This is right, 2 Peter. Let's get it. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse, is it 1 Peter? Second Peter 2 and I think it's 1 Peter. It's lucky. 1 second. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. And we look up that word scoffer, right? I'm going to just let y'all hear it. All right. All right. Scoffer. Let's see. Hello, a scoffer. As previously mentioned, a scoffer is someone who mocks. Matter of fact, let me share it. It said, what does scoffers mean in the Bible? As previously mentioned, a scoffer is someone who mocks or ridicules others for their beliefs. But what exactly does that mean? The Hebrew word for scoffer can also be translated as ambassador. Therefore, one may engage in mocking others to represent an opposing idea or argument. So that's what this dude is. That's what he does, man. Someone who mocks or plays about childishly. So this dude, man, is completely off. Right? He's completely off, man. And that's what he's doing. He's scoffing. Right? Let's continue.
That they ordered straight from China or the white man or some cotton mill that they say that they divested from, and they get they all of their little stuff from Amazon, and they do their little iron on shirts and shit like that. And I see some of their little girlfriends or some of their little chicks that's sitting on the side, that's in their little lawn chairs that they bought from Walmart that ultimately continues to enrich the Walton family that they say that they so much against. And I look at them, right? And they chicks is looking real homely.
Oh, Lord.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants changes your struggle with
hell, man.
And they dust.
So he getting on us about buying stuff out of these businesses, but he does the same thing. Porsche. Who owns Porsche? Do a so-called black man own Porsche, or do the devil own Porsche? Or is it a so-called white man that owns Porsche that you done spent your money on, that you, even if it's bought and paid for, or if you paying on it, you still gave money to that company to enrich the wicked? So what are you talking about, man?
And they dirty, you know what I'm saying? And if you walk past some of them and they speak too close to you, they breath be stanking. And I'm telling you, listen, this is my real life experience. Don't you try to discount what my experience is. I know what my experience is. I experienced motherfuckers like y'all over in Miami. Yep, we was over in Miami. I experienced y'all in Detroit. I seen y'all on the corners bothering people, trying to get people's attention when we was trying to continue to put the city on the map so that we can help people understand how the city is transitioning in Detroit from being one of the worst cities in the world to one of the biggest come-up stories of ever. Y'all was over there making it difficult, burning incense and sage, and y'all was over there putting smoke in the air, and y'all had y'all fucking fringes on, and y'all chicks was looking dusty as fuck, right? And so I'm looking at these women, and the women's breath stink, the kids is dirty and nasty, they ain't got no jobs.
So he bearing false witness, man. Right? Because from I never seen it. Brothers, they come out, and who you talking about? GMS? You don't understand that, man. Because GMS, those brothers, they come out with their garments. They're not really on no matching and all that stuff, and that's fine. Because what? We're in a state of mourning. We're in a state of mourning, man. Right? Me personally, I'm not with it. I'm not with it either. With the matching and the having my woman out in the street and all that. But nah, man. So what are you talking about, man? So now you want to throw insults because you don't understand the damn thing. This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 22. Blessed are ye. So the Lord said, blessed. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So we dealing with this all for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Didn't the Lord say we was going to become a spectacle to the world? It says, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. Because what? We know that this ain't our rest. We don't want no reward on this side, man. We want the heavenly reward. We want to be crowned. We want to be part of the elect, man, to get up out of here. When your money crashes, when you don't know what you're going to eat the next time you're going to eat, right? This nigga ain't thinking that, man. He's not thinking that at all. He thinks that he's going to, find, a way to make it here in America, right? So like, that's what he wants, man. So this dude has no idea what he's talking about, man. But the Lord said what? For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. So, hey, this the nigga that was talking bad about the prophets back in the day. He was the one saying, give us Barabbas. Right? He was the one that was scoffing and hating on the Lord, man. Let's continue.
I be wondering to myself, if y'all are the chosen people and y'all so awesome, how come we don't know y'all by y'all fruit? Why are y'all so dusty? I have never in my entire life, not one time, and maybe I'm just off. Educate me. Help me to understand. I've never won.
Yeah, you're not educated, man. But this is why you can't get it. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So it says the rest were blinded, and he's one that is blinded. This is why he can't get it.
One time in my entire life, seen a rich, prosperous, well put together, nicely groomed Hebrew Israelite.
And you have camps that are like that, you got IUIC, right? Their leader, is worth over $150 million. They have a congregation that they would look up to your standards, man. Right? But guess what? Got that 501c3. So they can't teach the full truth. But he's saying, I have not yet seen a prosperous rich. Everything is about money with you niggas, man. But these are the curses. Because the Lord said what? He said, this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. Meaning like you're going to be like a blind man, right? That's searching and reaching for something to hold on to, right? To find your way. It says, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So that's gonna be your that's gonna be your plight here, man. That's gonna be your position here. You're not gonna have, things for long term, you're not gonna prosper, man. You may get a business, it's not going to last. Not saying if that's what you want to do, whatever. But the thing you were put here for is to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. To know that you done wrong, to repent from your sins, and turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But niggas like this ain't gonna do that because they feel like they have a place here. But you niggas gonna find out real soon, man. Real soon.
Oh, Anton is calling it out. Oh, Anton is saying what's really on my mind. I'm just curious. I have never in my entire life. Yes, they do be living off they woman. They woman be the main bread makers. And these dudes be dusty, dirty, nasty. I know some of them personally. And they be out there with their Bibles, preaching, teaching, being false prophets, and having their fringes on, and bothering good working folk that's going to work.
But how are we false prophets? So in other words, you telling people just put your head down, be a slave, right? Don't worry about what these black Hebrew Israelites are talking about. We don't care what our nationality was back then, right? He said what? If y'all are the chosen people, why don't we know y'all by your fruit? Because you're blind, man. There are tens of thousands of Israelites, hundreds of thousands of Israelites all across the earth waking up, man. Waking up. Israelites are waking up daily. But you wouldn't know that, man.
Work every single day trying to take care of business.
And and for your point, we do work. There are brothers that are Israelites that are in every field of work. Every field of work. Right? So you want to throw the breath stink and the women look dirty and the kids look dirty. The Lord gonna do something special with niggas like this, man. And I pray I see it in that. I pray in that day I see it, man, that I witness it.
I be wondering to myself, how are y'all so able to recruit so well? How is it possible that y'all can recruit so effectively? What is enticing about seeing a bunch of broke dudes on the street, can't even claim the very houses that they live in? Woman is absolutely under duress. She pregnant and working at the same time. You don't even got a job. And the main thing that they go home to is their PlayStation 5. And I'll be like, how is this possible? How do y'all even have so much time to study?
For one, it ain't us that's gathering the people, idiot. It's not us. Right? You's a fool, man. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. The Bible is the book of the Lord, man. And read. No one of these shall fail. Meaning none of the prophecies that are in this book is going to fail. We see it day to day. Right? It says, none shall want her mate. Ain't no other book. Not your book of economics, black excellence. None of that shit is going to, be equal with the Bible. Right? It says, for my mouth, right? For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. So it's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that gathers the brothers and sisters to come into this walk, man, to come into this truth. It's not us. We're being used as a vessel, but it's the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. But you would not know that because you're lost. You're blinded. And you're a reprobate, man. According to this Bible, you're a reprobate, man. You have that reprobate spirit because you're speaking on something that you have no idea about. And if you was in front of any Hebrew Israelite that has wisdom, that, is considered an elder, you'll get your ass tore up, man. This is why you got to do this on your own. This is why you got to go on your platform and just talk. You don't, trust me, you niggas that speak on the Bible and scoff against the Bible, right? that don't know the Bible, if you was in front of any Hebrew Israelite that's been in this truth for a certain period of time, you will get destroyed, man. You will look stupid and confounded. You would.
Y'all ain't got no jobs. And if they got a job, they not.
And we work. I work personally, man. I make a decent amount of money, right?
Really educated. They don't really know how to do anything except for bother people. And they keep blowing smoke in the air. And they got on all of this fake plastic jewelry, and they be trying to look all extra Caesarish and shit like that. And I be like, man, you see that costume jewelry he got on? Don't you know that he got that from Amazon and Shein? He got on the Shein jewelry, the Shein jewelry set. And then I seen one.
So is it about how the man looks, or is it about his wisdom and what he's saying? Because all this dude is talking about is how somebody looks. They don't work. They don't own their house. You don't own a damn thing neither. Sirach 21:26. The heart of fools is in their mouth. Right? So the spirit of a fool is in their mouth. What he says is going to tell you how his spirit is, man. So he speaks foolish things, which means he's a fool, man. The heart of fools is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart, man. So a wise man, he'll have a wise spirit. So you can decipher and discern what type of spirit this nigga is in, man. A foolish spirit.
One guy, and I guess that was a leader. He had on a WWF belt. It looked just like a WWF belt. Look, man, I'm trying to tell you, when you drive by these Hebrew Israelites sometimes, pay attention, look at the context clues. I have a bad habit of looking at the context clues. He had on what looked like a WWF belt, and it was big and gold. And I seen an Ultimate Warrior wearing that same fucking belt. And I said, who did he steal that from? Who made this man a WWE belt? Who? Hoppo. Who this nigga? Who is him? Who is him? Where him come from? Hoppo? But y'all follow him. And y'all want so hard and so fervently. Oh my God, I gotta pray for my people. I gotta pray fervently for y'all, because y'all want to believe so badly in something that you will then align yourself with somebody just based off of shit that they can't even control. You aligning yourself with somebody based off of the color of their skin?
First of all, we never do that. This how you know you're there, but you're not listening. You're there, but you're not there. Never once do Hebrew Israelites say, because of the color of your skin, you're either condemned, you're going into slavery, or you're going to be, or you're going to obtain salvation. We never say that. It is according to your father, because you have Israelites that look like all nations. You have all nations that look like Israelites, right? But all Israelites are not going to look the same. Let me say that again. All nations will come and look and be Israelites. And all, and Israelites will look like all nations. So it's not because of the color of your skin, man. Because if that was the case, you got black people, quote unquote, that are light skinned, right? Then you got black people that are not so-called black, that they are other nations, and they will go into slavery. My bad. That's too heavy for you, man. But let me read this last one. We're going to shut it down. This is Matthew 12 and verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Yeah, all the stuff that's coming out of your mouth about the Israelites, you're going to have to answer for that, man. Right? It said, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So, hey, man, keep it up. You better repent, nigga, because you're not going to be protected or defended, because you're scoffing at the prophets, you're scoffing at the servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's the wrong thing you want to do, man. The Lord said it would be, greater if he would tie a stone around his neck, right, than to make fun of his servants, paraphrasing, So, hey, man, I ain't got no more to say about this. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I hope this was edifying to the elect. Until the next lesson, Shalom, Israel. These niggas gonna scoff, but just know that we in that time with a scoffing era. Stay strong, brothers. We almost up out of here, man. Shalom.
And a standard that somebody gave to you, or whether or not you was 10% black, and that's how y'all decide whether or not y'all gonna rock with somebody. It ain't got nothing to do with whether or not they a good person, whether they stand on anything, what their morals and principles and values are. You just gonna support it just because it say black on?